All right, we are here. This hangout is on air now. We are on air. We are on air, everybody. And let me go log over here real quick and see who's right here. See if they get notifications on this channel. So, how y'all doing? We just up talking tonight. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I'll call Trump the Bob right now and see what he on right now. You know what? I'm gonna call Trump the Bob right now. You dig? Trump's the Bob. All right, are y'all ready for some Trump's the Bob? I'm gonna give him a call actually right here. We just right here, y'all. So much love to y'all. The shadow been real. They don't want nobody's getting notification. Nobody is getting notifications. Nobody is. And that's real talk. Look at this. This ain't no fake news that I'm creating. This ain't no fake news right here that I'm creating. I don't create fake news. I create real news. Good news. All right. Give me a second. Let's all relax. I see people coming on here. Okay. I think people are watching other late night feeds. And then they come on here. They look. Oh, what's another late night? It's another feed, a notification on here. Yep. So we in here, yo. We in here. Well, I'm in here. I don't care nobody here. I just preach to the choir. I just preach to myself. I'll talk to myself. I didn't encourage myself. It's not, you know what? It's good to encourage people, but a lot of times I do like to encourage myself. You know what I'm saying? Like what Paul said in the Word of God, he said, sometimes you have to encourage yourself. This is no lie. This is no fake news. You know, even fake news can be on Fox News. I'm just going to be real with you. Fake news can even be on Fox News. Fake news can be anywhere. You know, but except for these other, you know what I'm saying, leftists, they create that real fake news, the real fake news, but they want to call it real news, but they create real fake news. You know, stuff that ain't real. They make it up. They make it up. They just make that stuff up. They want something to say Alex Jones makes stuff up. Man, who makes stuff up? Because the stuff that I say, I can't make this up. I can't make this stuff up, you dig? Can't make it up. I'm not making it up. Just going by what I see. Just going by what I see. You dig what I'm saying? Just going by what I see. What you see is what you get. I've gained knowledge over what I've seen. I gained respect over what I've seen. For real, that's real talk, yo. I gained respect. Come correct. We got to come correct, y'all. You dig? If we don't come correct, where the hell are we going to go? Where the hell are we going to go? We're going to lose if we don't come correct. If we come wrong, you know, we're not going to come correct. You dig? How you doing, Darla Garner? How you doing? Good to see you. You know, I know people late this night. I ain't trying to get like tons of people that's watching right now. I'm just over here just talking. If this is one or two people on here tonight, I'm good with this. You know, they shadow man anyway. You dig? How you doing, Darla? You good? I hope it's all is well with you, Darla. You know, all is not that well with me, but all is well. You know what I'm saying? It's a spiritual warfare. We are I want to talk about this more tomorrow. Hey, Chrissy. It's a lot of stuff going on, y'all. It's almost like these people are planting stuff in people's brains, and they're trying to plant stuff in our brains. This is how it is, for real. We gotta be mindful, because if we don't be mindful, they're gonna try to plant our minds with something that they want our mind to be planted with. You dig? What's going on, Freeman Report? Oh, if you want to join, bro, you can give me your email. If you got Google Hangouts, I can get you on live with me right now with Google Hangouts. You know what I'm saying? I'm actually going to holler at you. I'm going to start doing, because I'm doing more live videos on this Google Hangouts more. I did one with Tiny and stuff, man. We can do 5-way. I'm actually going live with a liberal this Wednesday, a pure liberal. We're gonna talk and have an intellectual conversation. But he's a real liberal that voted for Hillary Clinton, and it's gonna be on and popping. It's gonna be on, and this is gonna be interesting. But he don't know that we are not a hateful group of people. We'll listen to him to a certain extent, though. I'm gonna say it that way, but we got this, yo. But I will be doing a live video with a liberal Wednesday night at 7. Wednesday night at 7. So y'all better be there. It's gonna be an hour-long video. It's gonna be right on this channel. It's gonna be right on this channel, yo. You download the Google Hangout right now and send me your email, and I'll invite you on right now. Either you can, if you don't want nobody know you need email, you can text the email to my phone, brother. Yeah, I'm gonna show my face in a little bit. Look, I'm a peep. No, I'm gonna be a lay low for a second. Freeman Report. That's Thomas, man. It's my guy, man. Madison, Wisconsin, my brother. We right here, yo. We late, you know. Oh, late night with more. I forgot to slash thick skin only because this, you know what I'm saying? This is thick skin. I have to put the people, if you ain't got thick skin, don't bring your, oh, I try not to swear, but don't bring your ass on my show. If you ain't got thick skin. Yeah, I said it. What's up, Peter? By the time you caught me live with your crazy self, be all drunk coming up on my live feed, man. You dig? You crazy, Peter. But I ain't like that. Y'all got to go hang out. Y'all can come in and talk with me. I'm cool, man. It's about being open now, man. Everybody have a voice. Everybody has a voice. Everybody. Our voice matter. What's up, Steph? Wisconsin in the house. That's right. Look, I'm in Milwaukee. Born and raised in Chicago. But I love the Wisconsin piece, man. I love my Wisconsin piece, man. My Wisconsin family. You dig? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I can, man, it's going to be lit tonight. But y'all got to check the video that we did last night. It was deep with me, Tiny, Uber Guy. And, you know, man, it was off the chisang. It was off the meat wagon. You dig? He's going to download the Google app, the Google Hangout. This is going to be off the chain. I love this new computer, yo. It's been more lit. It's been on. We've been in here. We in here. You dig? Let me go ahead and peep and give y'all a shout out real quick with my face real quick right here. I'm on some Howard Stern stuff tonight, you dig? I'm right here. How y'all doing? How y'all doing over here? Good to see everybody over here. Good to see everybody. You know? Good to see everybody. Look. Cheers to everybody. You know? You got it? Okay. All right, you got your email. Hold on. Let me get my brother right here. This is gonna be good. Hold on, let me go ahead and invite. Look. I'm still learning about computers right here. You dig? Hold on. Oh, I'm gonna try to do capitals. Shoot, I hate these colors. This email right here. MENRE. Over, y'all. One, okay. All right, email. There we go. It automatically came up. Oh, okay. It's a valid email. All right. I am waiting for Tom over here. All right. All right. Don't go nowhere, y'all. Oh, everybody popping up on here right now. Everybody popping on here right now. That's what's up. Cheers, everybody. Cheers. I'm waiting. I sent you an invite, bro. Over there, you get. Hopefully you get it, because they've been kind of like on some stuff on YouTube. It said I sent you an invite, so. All right. Well, we got to be mindful, everybody. We got to be mindful. We got to be mindful. Oh, I just sent them an invite, and ooh, don't tell me they censoring over here. How you doing, Steph? Oh, you got it. Okay. Republicans are elephants. That's right. I sent you an invite, Tom. Hold on, they pause this. See, look what they're doing. All right. Tom, if you got it, let me know if you got it. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, everybody. You said you didn't get it? Okay. Let me hold on. Let me go right here because I sent it. See, they play too much. They play too much. Hold on. Let me try something else really quick. All right. Let me do something really quick. Let me say something really quick. I'm gonna send something. Hold on. Let me do a test run real quick with this, okay? Bear with me, y'all. Bear with me. I'm still learning how to do this. All right. Let me try this and see is this gonna work. Because I remember yesterday I had to take the doggone computer off. Ooh, they're making me mad. They're making me mad. Let me test this because if it don't, because I'm gonna send it to my other email and see the Google Hangouts. If that ain't working, I gotta reset this. So bear with me. Okay, I'm going to the Mo Reach Duck channel right here. I send myself an invite and see if it's gonna work. Okay, that works. It works. So I gotta reset it to you, Tom. Yep, it's right here. Look, I'm gonna show you the proof right here. What I got. Anybody hear me? Anybody hear me? So I'm using my other email. Let me hang this up. So I'm gonna send it to you. I'm sending you again. All right. Hold on. It does work though. Stand by, Tom. Let me try this again. Okay. I'm gonna send it right here. I don't be like doing live videos by myself at night. I'm serious, y'all. Y'all think I'm playing? I don't like doing live videos at night by myself. I'd rather just do it with like 4 or 5 people, and I just shut up at night because I've been talking all day. Hold on, I gotta find Tom email again. Hold on, this is right here. Hold on, I'll find it. My email, because it's gonna log me off if you call me. So I gotta actually call you. My email is mauricelance.delk@gmail.com. This is why I got it for you, my real name. So you will see it right here. Hold on. Let me find Tom's email again. There we go. I'm gonna try this again because it went right to mine. I actually went to my phone because I got 2 emails. So I just want to test it at work. Hold on. I'm so used to a touchscreen. Oh, I know your email by heart. It's easy to remember. The Freeman Report 1@gmail.com. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna tell you when I'm sending an invite. It does work because you know what I'm saying. I just got Tiny on there. I just got myself on there. I got 2 different YouTube channels. So y'all saw this right. Okay. All right, Tom. I'm pushing it right now. Look at this. I'm pushing it right now. It says invite. I'm gonna show you right here. Here I go. Invite. I'm sending. It said invitation posted. It says it right there. So you have to get it. You have to get it. I just sent it. I just sent it. Because it does work. It's like on my phone. All right. I'm waiting patiently. All right. How y'all doing over here? Oh, Chrissy Ann. Hey, Chrissy. I met her on Twitter, man. We did a video together. You gotta check the video we did about a couple weeks ago about the Hillary Clinton's tweet, not Hillary Clinton's Chelsea tweet. Yeah, that video, man, was lit. It was on. You know, you got to come back on here, Christy. Christy, actually, you know what I'm saying, I want to get you over here on, you know, on the YouTube. Come live on YouTube. With me. I just sent it to you, Tom. See, Tom, look, they be sensing you too. I see it. I see this crap. I see everything. Because I just sent it. It works. What's going on, Melvin? Melvin Stewart in the house. I see you, brother. How you doing? Melvin Stewart. That's everybody. This is a late video. I might even delete it because sometimes I say some stuff. They skin only. You know? Yeah. They're not letting. Hold on. I'm going to send it again. Maybe I send it with my face off. Even though I doubt it, but you know what I'm saying? I'm trying every little thing. Okay, try this again. Uber got the one who showed me how to work this thing. I'm getting better with it. All right, here we go. Here we go. I'm gonna try one more time right here. I'm right here, y'all. I just invited. Just invited. Just invited. I just want to be cracking tonight. We need to get it cracking. Let's get it started. Let's get it started. You said, have you been here? What's going on? I hear everything that's going on, Melvin. I've been hearing everything that's going on. You know? I'm just saying, I hear everything, yo. You know, I can get about 10 people on here at once, you know. Tiny probably sleep. Step in here. Boston Mike says hi. Hey, where Boston Mike at? Hey, I got his email. Is he up? Is Boston Mike up? I got Boston Mike's email. You would love to. Hey, you got a Gmail, Google Hangout? Get on. Everybody. This is late night right here. This is late night talk. Late night talk. Late night. This is late night talk. That's all. On late night talk, I don't like to talk a lot. I really don't. I could sit there and listen. I'm sitting there, just got my hand on my chin, just listening. Jay, he's watching from TV. Oh, okay, from TV. All right. Yeah. What's up? What's going on, Boston Mike? Going on in Israel. Things are going crazy in Israel. Yep. Not surprised. Not surprised. Whoa. Yes. Well, we're gonna link up, Chrissy. We're gonna link up. They were loving that video that we did, you know, together when I was at work. You know, since you know, some few people they were looking like, man, because you had the inside stuff about the Chelsea Clayton tweet. You know, hey, come back on here. We could talk more about it. You did. Come back on more. Come back more. Sure. If you had a Google Hangout, you can get on here right now. You can go ahead and just, you know, put your email, send an email, and I'll just invite you. You know. Okay, Christy texting me right now on my phone. I'm right here, looking at it right here. I won't read it out loud. I got on Israel and Russia that concerns her. If you want to talk about that, yeah. Wait. Hold on, I'm looking reading right there. Right here. Hell yeah. I said, hell yeah. Right here. Okay, there we go. But yeah, man, that Chris off of hold on, I'm trying to text and do this at the same time. Off of Twitter. We right here. Yeah, some people say it ain't showing up. It's certain people. Is it on your phone, Tom? You said it's not showing up. Yep, some needs hang Judge Sorrell. Yeah, hang his ass. The sky's falling weak, huh? Yeah, because someone else I tried to invite last night, you know what I'm saying, would come on, but it only was certain people, you know. I'm like, man, okay, let me try this real quick. Let me try this real quick. Bear with me, everybody. Try this real quick. Let me go to my phone and try to invite you on. I don't even know how to invite people on my phone. Never mind. I can't even do that. But your Google Hangout is downloaded, Tom, right? Mm, you got 18 people watching that. That's a nice amount of people to watch this time of the night. 18. Shoot. You know? Right here home. Peter Carr, you said laugh out loud. Joe Strolls has more tortured angels to meet than I can imagine. Yep. I can only imagine. Mm-hmm. 13 people watching right here. You know? Freeman Report. Y'all better follow the Freeman Report. Hold on. Let me. I swear, Google play too much. Google play too much. Hold on, right here. This is my email right here, y'all. And it probably a dial my phone. That's what I'm looking like. Hold on, we'll see. This is the Gmail. This is my Gmail right here. I left it right here. You said the Freeman Report. Hey, this is my email. I just put my email right here. I just sent you my email. It's my email. Bear with me, y'all. Okay, I sent them my email. And I ain't getting it. Oh, you know what? Maybe I dialed it wrong. You said my email is, hold on, let me try this, okay? Well, I put the number 1 on the Google Hangout. Bear with me, y'all. Y'all know I'm new to this. Report. All right. Maybe I dialed it wrong. I don't know. That's another one right here. I sent the invite. It's an invitation posted. I did one right here. All right. You can't send me an invite if I got to invite you. That won't work. But I used the other email on Google Hangouts. All right. I actually sent you the email. Because if you send me the email, it won't automatically come to my, what you call it? All right. I just sent you the invite. There you go. I see him. There you go. There you go, right here.
What's going on, man?
Hold on, let me get my face going on right here.
What's going on? I gotta get my charger to plug in.
Okay, all right, bro.
Again.
Let me go look at the comments right here. Okay.
My cat's trying to escape out the door.
Hey, anybody else want to come on? They can come on, send your email to Gmail. Let's just talk. Let's talk tonight.
Hey, I'm gonna set you guys down for just a second. Just stay right here.
Right. Yeah, figured it out. See, yeah, but we learning. I got the email. As y'all see. Y'all see.
I wasn't expecting this, so I gotta set up. I can't be up too much later, but I definitely want to get this done. Hold on, I'm gonna set up my my little holder.
Oh shoot.
Is Tiny coming on? I was live with Tiny earlier. Hey man, I can't hear you. Hey, I'm not hearing you. I'm not hearing nothing right now. Can you guys hear me? Something cut out. Well, he's trying to figure that out. I'm Thomas Leager. I help on the Freeman Report.
All right. Can anybody hear me?
I can hear you now a little bit. It's
okay. Could anybody? Because I did something. I dropped my microphone. I unplugged myself.
All right. I can hear you now. Not real loud, but a little bit.
Who can hear me? Because anybody else hear me in the comments? We can hear you, Freeman. Yes, Mo. Okay, all right. Let me go and invite Christy on here then. Go ahead, brother. I'm gonna go and invite Christy.
All right. So I help found the Freeman Report. Mo's been working with me. I've been talking to Tiny Mercado. I think that's how I pronounce her last name. I'm sorry, Tiny, if I didn't get it right. I work with Alex Ledesma. He does a lot of my background stuff, a lot of editing. He does some reports too, going out to the liberal havens out here in Madison, Wisconsin. But man, we're just trying to build up uh, a base so that people can hear the word, hear the truth. Um, that's pretty much what it's about. I mean, look at what they're saying. Man, look at what they're saying in the news. Like for real. Has anybody seen any of the stuff that they're saying about Brett Kavanaugh? Because it's insane. Mo, you still there?
I'm there. I'm just inviting
Okay.
Christian on here.
But I mean, they're saying some crazy stuff. So it used to be innocent until proven guilty, right?
Right.
Well now, man, it's different. It's different out here. They're really going crazy with it, and
Yes.
it's getting sickening. It's really sickening and scary in a way. I mean, if you look at their Senator Hona, or she's from Hawaii, and she's talking about how this is a court of public opinion. Court of public opinion. They were accusing Trump of being a populist, but court of public opinion. Court of public opinion. Can you believe it? That's not a court. That's a kangaroo court. That's a Jacobin court. That's a French Revolution court where they hang you as soon as the people think you're guilty. Hang them.
Well,
Put
what
them
she
out.
did was ridiculous as far as I mean, women, the fact that she's using a woman and something that a horrific event that a woman goes through, she's using that as a weapon. And women who have been through that, it's an insult for one, because and then when women actually do go through that and they try to get help or they try to get justice, they're ignored because it's been used as a weapon. It's crying wolf. It's ridiculous. It just boils my blood. And
Yeah.
she talks like as if men are bad, and if you're
Well,
a white
yeah.
man you're really bad. And it's like,
When she said, "Okay, all men need to just shut up and sit down," that's so you have no right now as a man to defend yourself. You just or to even disbelieve somebody, a woman. It's the opposite of feminism, really, because then it's putting women on this different level where they cannot be accused. It's yeah, I don't even think it's really I don't think it's a supremacist idea. It's really like almost like women cannot make their own case, so we just have to believe them and take them at their word because they can't bring up the proof. And using a sexual assault and one with so many two event stories with such big holes in them is minimizing sexual assault, really, really, really. But it's not surprising because look at what they've done with the word Nazi. I mean, it used to be Nazi. If you're a Nazi, you're bad. You're real bad. Now it's just like anybody that disagrees with the left, and it's just minimizes everything, and it's almost to their agenda because then it blurs this line of authoritarianism and blurs the line of violence and blurs all these lines and allows them to push their agenda just a little bit further than they would if people had these clearly defined things, because then you have just like you have these nebulous, really loose terms of hate speech and bullying as like rules that which if I mean they're rules that can change at any time because anything could be bullying, anything could be hate speech depending on your viewpoint or what year it is. I mean, it all can be considered hate speech, and so it always changes. There's no defined rules, and then you're subject to being completely censored and banned for committing a crime that you really didn't know was a crime to begin with, and it's very like a Franz Kafka novel. It's like the police just barge into your home and they don't have to tell you what you're charged with or why you're being charged. They just get to detain you and keep you, and then you're kind of just at their mercy until you can figure out a way to convince them you're not guilty or that what you said wasn't bad. It's just this world of undefined terms and very loose justice and no justice at all in my mind.
Did you see where the DNC is doing their own investigation now?
Oh yeah, that's not bias.
No, not at all.
I mean, really, really, is that what we've gotten to? I can't believe that anybody would be buying this except the most despicably biased people. They're the only people that could buy this because you have to like not give a crap about any type of justice.
Did you see I think it was Graham who was asking Kevin Ma what his thoughts were on the military tribune. I think he's worried. This has nothing to. They're using abortion to try to justify what they're doing, and the feminist movement to try to justify what they're doing. They're scared. They are scraping the bottom of the barrel because they're really scared. Because I think something's going to go down pretty soon. I mean, I don't mean to sensationalize, but there's Rod Rosenstein.
Yeah, he resigned on his own, so they must have had something else on him. There's no way he was, because he was part of that whole plan.
Well, he's not releasing the unredacted FISA report. Trump has ultimate authority to release that, and he has not been doing that. And yeah, he knows he's in trouble because it's so blatant what's been going on.
I think it's going to come to a head. I mean, the midterms are like a build up to something big, and I feel like the desperation level is getting higher and higher. I mean, the fact they will bring out two women and like their own media would admit that there's no corroborating evidence to any of these. The people they've asked said they don't know, they don't think it even happened. And so you just got these two women that are probably just thinking, oh, I'm going to be a crusader against somebody that might get rid of Roe versus Wade and female reproductive rights and all this. And they're probably just, happy to be a part of it, but they're just being played by the Democrat Party. And now you're right, they're worried. I mean, yeah. Rod Rosenstein resigned. That's an okie doke to them. They were trying to pull off something with Kavanaugh, and then all of a sudden Rosenstein resigns. Mueller has no insulation, and they expected Trump to fire Rosenstein, but he got him to resign instead. So he must have something on him. And you notice that they haven't mentioned Michael Cohen in the longest time, because that's probably a dead end road. I mean, if they have something, they put it out at this point because they're running low on ammunition. So what I'm scared of is that if the midterms go wrong for them, their base and their party itself is going to be pushing a violent agenda. I really believe that.
Well, I heard they let out a bunch of Antifa people that have been in jail.
Oh I didn't know that.
Yeah, there was like 400 people in prison, and they let them loose.
Well, I just got word that Iowa, the Quad Cities, some of the patriot groups out there keep tabs on Antifa and stuff, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, they didn't know that there was an Antifa group that had even formed, and all of a sudden now it's just huge, and they didn't even know that it was forming to begin with, and so it's been established for a while, I guess. Well, and they're popping up everywhere, and George Soros is pouring money into this.
That man, I swear, is the devil.
He's just and he doesn't even, his look doesn't even hide it. Like he doesn't look like a kindly grandpa or something. He looks like like his eyes are all puffy red, and he looks like a goblin.
Yeah, if you do any research on that man, he, he's under the disguise of a lousy disguise of a philanthropist, but he's openly about, the what's it called, an open society or something like that. And and he hangs out with the Rockefellers, and the Rockefeller says, we don't need people to think, we just need workers. And they want to thin out the population and stuff like that. And the other thing that's coming up, Trump just poured a bunch of money in Guantanamo Bay, and with the military tribune, I'm wondering if that's going to happen like soon. And if he's gonna pull some tricks up, and see what happens in the next couple of weeks. So something's going down, and it's not just here too. Like,
I think the midterms are going to signal a big change, because everybody's waiting till the midterms. Everybody's holding their breath till the midterms. If he can get Kavanaugh in before the midterms, that's a big blow. Rosenstein's gone. The Mueller probe has no real insulation besides Jeff Sessions, who just seems to want to stay out of it altogether. He doesn't want to go one way or the other. He just kind of is content with sitting where he is and just kind of being almost like a stone stuck in like the pipe of progress. And eventually he'll get dislodged and he'll be gone, and he probably knows that. And so we're at this point where like the midterms are everything. And if the midterms go wrong, I feel like we're going to see things like we've never seen them before. I mean, things are going to increase tenfold. Violence is going to increase tenfold. I wouldn't be surprised if they call in favors from the Federal Reserve and try to do something to the economy. And that's a worrisome thing, is violence and the economy.
It's not just the midterms we have to be worried about. It's right now too, with the issues with Russia and China are heightening right now, especially after the UN, meetings that they've just had. We stand strong with Israel and all that confusion that's going on. Syria just bombed or hit one of Russia's planes. Russia's blaming Israel. They're doing a no-fly zone, but Iran is still, building. Russia just left Syria, or just left to go to Syria with one of the Iranians' planes that they've been using to build their. They're making their dumb bombs smart now, and Israel bombed one of their bases, Iranian bases in Syria, and they rebuilt it, and they actually painted UN on the building, and when they bombed that and they flattened it again, turned it into a parking lot. It confused the Syrian army, and the Syrian army had shot out the Russian plane. And first they were blaming Israel for it. But now Russia they're desperate, because Russia has has a deal with Urkel, or with Germany, to build a $11 billion pipeline. But Israel just got a deal with Cyprus and Greece to build a $7 billion pipeline. And that whole Golan Heights area in Israel is so full of oil and gases that it's a lot more than Saudi Arabia. And they're desperate. They're really desperate. Even though Russia is an ally with Israel, I think we're going to see them switch over, because they have no options right now, because war is always profitable.
Well, and that's the thing. I think, and I think that really, John Kerry, first off, just to talk about him, he is in violation of the Hatch Act. I think it's the Hatch Act, or no, the Logan Act. Logan Act. Where he's trying to negotiate foreign policy on behalf of the United States government, but that's not his job.
They've never prosecuted on the Logan Act. But he violated for sure, but they're not going to do anything.
I think he's doing more confusion than anything, because these Iranians are probably like, well, we've talked to this guy before and he's gotten us a deal-ish. So what, are we going to keep talking to him? Does he have any pull? I mean,
Well, it's all
if
the
anything,
Soros
he's
people.
talking on behalf of the UN, really, and all these rhinos, the establishment Democrats. I mean, their main goal is a UN based government. If you look at it, their plan was to destabilize 7 countries in a certain amount of time, which would drive refugees into Europe, overburdening the safety net. The safety net falls down. Perfect, perfect cover for putting in UN peacekeeping troops and installing like a UN government, where the UN, it says they're temporarily there to rule and then ends up being there to rule for a long time. And you see this in multiple places. In the biggest places where freedom and people are enlightened and they have the most freedoms is where you see the most immigration, not just because these places are successful, but because the countries nearby them have been destabilized. You look at Central America during the 70s, 80s, foreign policy in that region destabilized it and gave it over to the cartels. And so that is something that drives people into America. And the social safety nets, you can see that the open borders policy is to allow these people to come in so that they can overburden the social safety nets and cause an economic collapse. So I think that Russia is the first one of these countries that has really woken up to it, and they're kind of just trying to scramble for allies, but that they know most of the Western countries are ruled by corrupt, UN puppets anyways. So,
well, yeah, Soros is the one who's funding the immigration. He's the one who's providing the boats.
True.
And Soros, and too, if Soros is actually a felon in France. The heavy immigration started in France because the access to them was easy, and he makes money off the collapse of nations, of countries, and he's doing it. He was successful even though he's a felon, but obviously he's living a large life. He's doing it in big scale now, and I think he's actually doing it to us right now. This whole division, this whole hate baiting division that's going on with us right now, it's part of the plan. It's part of the to destroy us. A house divided is a house destroyed.
Yeah.
And I think Hungary actually didn't they declare him an enemy of the state? Maybe it's the same with Israel, or maybe it was Israel that declared him an enemy of the state.
Doesn't like him. And if you want to talk about election interference, Obama was one who interfered in the Israeli election.
Yeah. Well, not just that, but George Soros, pretty much backed the Ukrainian Nazi regime. I mean, they're not necessarily Nazis, but they're fighters in the Ukraine. Their motto is blood and soil, which is a Nazi Aryan slogan, straight up, real Nazis, not like patriot groups, but real Nazis. And that's what really irritates me, is the left's ability to label patriots of a country as Nazis versus real Nazis, and the left backs those people. You look at Crimea and the Ukraine. Crimea and the Ukraine are both full of actual Nazis, and these are people that the left back. And they keep, they don't mind those regimes. They don't mind actual racist regimes. What else was I going to say? So, I mean, you're right that the division is being caused by Soros. But the one thing that's good is that we have this. It's a populist movement in that it's popular, but I call it libertarian populism. It's like the antithesis of mob rule. So the people refuse to believe the mainstream media. They're embracing the the free market citizen journalism. And the toothpaste can't go back in the tube no matter how much they censor, because now people want this product so bad. And so when Real.video or any other free speech based platform opens up with live streaming and the same kind of technology that Google has and YouTube has, once those open up and they stay, and their motto is to stay free, people are going to leave in droves from YouTube and stuff. And so we have this great movement in America. It's almost like the last bastion of freedom. And you have resistance in the UK with Paul Joseph Watson and Tommy Robinson. And then Hulu had that movie about Euro Trump. I forget his name again. He's a Dane. He's from Denmark. Well, I forget his name, but he's like one of the first person to speak out.
Is he like one of the soldiers of Odin or whatever that is?
No, this guy is he's a politician, and he's like he's in an independent party that's like solely him. Geert Wilders or something like that. Wilders, yeah.
Yeah, I think I know who you're talking about.
So there are some resistance, but it's like if Europe, we would never be doing this live stream in Europe. We would not be doing it. It just wouldn't happen.
No.
It
wouldn't be happening at all, huh?
I think we're the only country that would allow this.
See, these people don't know how much we're such a blessed nation and stuff, and then they show you they want to turn this into a one world government. They don't want this to be America anymore.
No, and that's the thing that surprises me is these. I do some work in a city, and I'm surrounded by liberals, and it's these people that don't understand what's going on. They don't understand what's outside these borders. I've lived in India, and they're a free country, but as a woman, I can never go outside at night, because if I go outside at night, I'm asking for it. And the last time I was in India, in the village I was staying in, there was a woman who was raped and her body was cut up, and it was by a group of men.
My God.
When I lived there was several gang rapes but to tourists. And the apartment building I lived in, there 3 buildings down, there was a bombing. People don't understand how free we are. It's like, I've worked with the Syrians, and one of the nurses, she thought she fell in love who she thought was a Kurdish fighter, who was actually an ISIS fighter, conned her into going onto the Syrian side, and they ended up killing her. I've seen children skinned alive in front of their parents. We have it so good here, and if we just but right now it's so fragile, and people just don't understand it. And the schools right now too, it's not an institution of education now. It's more of indoctrination.
Edutainment.
Yeah. We have these great devices that are put knowledge in our hands, but our hearts are growing cold towards each other. I mean, if you look on, I've got a lot of feed on my Twitter, especially after with my duking it out with Chelsea Clinton. People are so mean, and it didn't happen before. We were still, whether you're a Republican or Democrat, we were still American, and we were still united. After 9/11 happened, we were together.
Yes.
But now it's changing.
I mean, I think that a lot of things like the alternative media really gave like Ron Paul gave birth to the alternative media, and the alternative media gave birth to like Trump, and like Trump like unmasked the left, like pretty much made them live up to what they actually wanted instead of being able to hide behind lies, because Republicans just kind of let them like almost co-opted their lies. You know what I mean?
Well,
And
I
now the
think
Republicans have lost control
there's
of their own party,
well, yeah,
because
I
they
think
it
the
really
deep
is the
state
party
is
of
the deep
Trump
state.
and the new wave of Republicans and right wing conservatives, or I like to think of it as conservatives, meaning to conserve the ideals of the revolution, which would be classic liberal Enlightenment thinking, and I think that's what we're living in, almost like like on one side it's the antithesis of Enlightenment, and on the other side it's like the new Enlightenment, like almost it's a push for a new Renaissance, like a push against these cultural norms that are real petty
Right.
and wrong.
Yeah, it's well, and I think too, it's not about a movement. I mean, if you look at like a lot of these senators, like, you know, Mad Max and, you know, Nancy Pelosi and, you know, Chuck Schumer and some of, you know, and, you know, McCain and stuff like that, these guys make $400,000 a year. But, you know, take Pelosi, for example, she's worth, I've heard 30 million, I've heard over 100 million. You know, where is she getting the money? And if you follow how she votes, and when she was the Speaker of the House, things, you know, she made money off of there was a credit card law that went into play, and she made money off of that. She's made money off the stock market when laws are passed. You know, they don't care for the people. You know, if you look at the detention centers for the legal immigrants that are coming over, oh my gosh, it is like I'm about ready to jump on the other side and come back in illegally. They have arts and crafts for the
It's better than most inner city schools.
yes, they have they have arts and crafts. They have video games. They cook their meals, and if they want to cook their own meals, they have a kitchen for them. I mean, those places are amazing. And yet the left is crying out how you're so horrible to them for, you know, to put them in these cages and blah. But they don't care. They just want the stinking votes. And, you know, especially California, where the majority is Latino or Mexican. There's more Mexicans in LA than there are in Mexico. And
you should see what they do with people that illegally cross the border into Mexico from Central America. They put them in camps. I mean, and those are camps. And there's been extortion of families and killings, and they just found all those mass graves around those Mexican cities everywhere from the cartels, and they're only like 2 to 3 years old. Thousands, hundreds and thousands of people buried in multiple mass graves, all from cartels. Cartels can just come into your house, take your kids, take your family. There's this group that's like formed by all these mothers that are just like grieving, trying to just they know that their family's dead. All they want to know is where their remains are. And like they form this group that goes around and looks at these grave sites and tries to find their, you know, family members or family members of other people. And so it's like, you know, when we say, oh, it's, you know, when they're trying to say, oh, it's racist to assume that, you know, all Mexicans are drug dealers or this and that. I mean, we're not saying that it's not that all Mexicans are drug dealers or Central Americans are. It's that there's problems going on in those countries, and having an open border. The only reason that the cartels thrive so much is because we have a gigantic market. We destabilized Afghanistan, allowing a gigantic flow of heroin and opioids to come through this. And this is something I really know because I was addicted to heroin for a long time, and I got clean, and I've been clean for 3 years. But it's a killer, and it kills. And I've seen so many of my friends dead because of heroin. So we have this giant market, and the destabilization of Afghanistan allows for that. They say that we control most of Afghanistan. That's not true. The U.S. Army usually protects the poppy fields because it fuels big pharma and their ability to produce narcotics that get you hooked and then be able to sell you the cure, which is Suboxone, or a long-term treatment program or replacement program. And then it helps with the illegal drug flow, and that's another thing that helps fuel big pharma when it comes to people obviously don't want to be on heroin their whole lives. It's causing depopulation by just people dying, and it's causing a big money. There's a lot of money in it, so it's like this gigantic market. So with open borders, we're allowing these people to come through and operate and then go back and bring the money back, and there's no consequence for them. And it's not just causing America to not be as great as it could be. It's causing Mexico to be not as great as it could be. If we legalized all drugs, even though, because the war on drugs is not working. We know that. Everybody knows that. Every drug should be legal because it's not the government's place to tell you what you can put in your body. Mm-hmm. And the reason I say that is because nobody's sitting there nobody's sitting there thinking, oh, if only heroin was legal, I would just have a ball. Nobody's thinking that. But you know what is happening? Kids are dying because they're getting doses of heroin that they have no way of understanding how much it is or what the dose is, and they're dropping dead. And so what they need, but if it was legalized and able to be sold by free market capitalists capitalizing on this horrible addiction, obviously, but at least these kids wouldn't be dropping like flies everywhere because they know what they were getting, and it would cut the cartel's legs off. They would either have to become legal businessmen or do something else. And because the market of drugs is just too big, we have to do something, and it has to be radical. And I think that most countries who have gone towards legalization, addiction has, and I can't quote a source right now, so this is just more of an opinion-based thing. Addiction will go down, and I want to say I think I've read studies that it has gone down in countries that have legalized everything because there's no pull to it in that it's not risque, and there's no it's people see more, okay, this is legal now, and you see people who do it, and it's like it kind of loses its draw. It's more of an out thing that it's horrible, and no matter who you are, if you do it, it's going to destroy you.
Well, then too, they have I don't know what they're called, but the stations now. I think Canada has them, and some of the European countries have where you can go shoot up safely. You can get new needles, and you can shoot up there and do what you need to do. And I think they can watch over them and make sure they don't overdose and stuff like that. I mean, I'm on the fence on that.
It's a horrible thing
that
it is.
Sure what to do because I've seen the effects of drugs and stuff like that. I haven't done them myself, but as a nurse, I've seen what happens to it, and like I applaud you because heroin is the hardest one to get over. That's because
it's really horrible, and it's not like I'm pushing. I don't want to seem like I'm pushing it, but it's like we have to get the whole addiction thing under control, and then work on stopping people from doing it. And it's not going to be by law enforcement. It has to be by some other way, and we have to figure out what that way is. But the war on drugs doesn't work, and it only fuels these horrible cartels and mafiosos in Mexico and stuff.
I think some people in government use the cartel and they take advantage of it.
Yeah, definitely.
Because the thing is, if you have fear over somebody, you can control them. And so what happens is these cartels, they let them get away with what they want in order to, you know, do what they need to do. One, I'm sure their pockets get lined for the favor. And two, if any dirty work needs to be done, like, you know, add to the Clinton body count, they've got somebody to do it for them. So I don't think it's ever gonna.
I gotta say something. I gotta get off the live stream soon. It's 1:30 and I have to work in the morning. But it's been really great talking to you guys, and I really want to do more work and like this. I like this whole Google Hangouts thing. It's really cool.
Yeah, let's make it happen.
If you guys, if everybody that's listening, if you guys could check out the Freeman Report, we have a channel on YouTube. Yep. We have a Facebook. And also, there's at the Freeman 87 on Twitter. We're going to be expanding. We have a website too, which is www.thefreemanreport.com. We're building and expanding. I'm hoping to have more Maurice Delk stuff on the page, and hopefully building it up from there, and kind of trying to make like a citizen journalist organization in the Midwest and kind of, you know, of the North here, because we have InfoWars in Texas, and trying to build something comparable, kind of, I guess, up here. So thanks for watching, everybody that's watched. Thanks for talking. It's been really fun. I'm going to head to bed, though.
All right, bro.
All right. Have a good night. Thanks for chatting.
All right. We connect, brother. What's going on, Chrissy?
Hey, how are you?
I'm all right. I'm pissed. My camera ain't working. My microphone failed. I don't know how to put my camera on. Now I gotta see my profile picture.
That's all right. It's like green bubble, like talking to me.
Yeah, like you know what I'm saying? I'm up here. I got the camera. I just got this computer. I'm computer illiterate. I'm not computer smart, so I don't know. You know,
I'm right with you.
Yeah, I'm like, man. I got my camera right here. I don't know. I'm still trying to learn how to work this thing. So I just got the computer like a week ago. So,
oh, nice.
That's okay, man. I'm just up. You know, I just want to take this YouTube platform to a different level, you know, and I'm glad to have you on the Freeman Report on here, you know, and we about to do some big things up on this channel.
Oh my gosh. Today's been like a crazy day with information coming in. Last week I met with, he was a high-ranking officer with the IDF. And so I get a lot of my information from him and what's going on in the Middle East. And a lot of that stuff is correlating what's going on here. And we need to get prepared. You know, Russia and China are joining forces. Right now, our military is doing military exercises in Egypt, which is right next door to Syria and Israel. And Russia just stated to Israel that Syria is no longer a no-fly zone. They've let Israel take care of whatever they needed to take care of in forms of Iran. But at this point, it's no more after the bombing of their plane.
All right. Ooh, y'all, this stuff is getting scary, yo. This stuff is getting scary. These last 2 weeks, man, stuff have just been like this happened. It's like a purge going around, like in the Matrix. I mean, it's even 100 times worse. People's brains are changing. Their brains are just, oh man.
There's a big veil going on over people's eyes. They don't want to see it. They don't want to accept it. But, you know, the stuff that's going on here, you know, Trump's been really quiet lately. And I know he's been dealing with the UN and the what's going on over there, but I really think something's going to happen in the next 2 weeks. I really believe that definitely demonic what's going on. And with him pouring money into Guantanamo Bay, and then them asking at the hearing about the new justice. I can never say his name. About the military tribune. So basically, Trump passed something basically saying that anybody, a U.S. citizen or not, anybody who does any treasonous acts towards the U.S. can be held in court in the military tribune, which means they're going to be held in Guantanamo. There, I've heard 5,000, I've heard 50,000 indictments. So I think they're about ready to pull the trigger. And I think we're going to see something in the next couple of weeks. What's going on? There's so much buzzing about it, and it's going to be really interesting.
Yes, it's oh wow. I'm just telling everybody, man. It's just you gotta get ready. Gotta get ready, you know. And I tell anybody, I tell people that don't support our president. I'm telling you, it's not about supporting our president. It's not about that. You don't have to support our president, but go ahead and get away from that madness over there. Leave the madness, the hashtag walk away. Get over there from the madness over here. Get away from the hate. Get away from the fascism. Get away from that. That's all we asking, you know. Trump is in here for a reason. He's been in office. He's in office for a reason. And I believe it was, and I know it was ordained. It was ordained by God to be here.
You know what I was thinking about the other day? His last name is Trump. And you talk about like in Ezekiel and you talk about Revelations and I always talk about the trumps and the trumpets. It's like, makes you go wonder.
Ordained.
I believe that. I believe that 100%. There's no reason for him to be president. He's lived a full life. He doesn't need to be a politician to make money. He's made plenty of money.
Right.
He's lost money. He's made sacrifices to be our president. His family has made sacrifices for him to be president. And you know, look what he's doing.
Yep.
And to me, the one thing that reaffirms that was sent by God was that he claimed Jerusalem as Israel's capital.
It was prophesied.
And everything that I've been talking about right now, if you read Ezekiel 38 and 39, the war of Gog and Magog, it specifically talks about Russia, Syria, Turkey, Iran, Ethiopia, and Sudan.
Whew, yeah. That's the word. That's the real truth, y'all. Real truth. No fake news. The word of God is not fake news.
And so like it's exciting for me. It's exciting because we know it's going to happen. You know?
Yeah, and we witness in history.
I really believe that this is the last. I mean, it does say in the Bible that with the last, when Israel is returned back to the Jews, that is the last generation. They just had their 70th anniversary.
Yes.
And I was talking to somebody the other day and they were saying, oh, it's a coincidence. I'm saying, what nationality do you know that has been displaced, their land taken away, and they have gotten it back?
Well.
And this was 2,600 years ago that all of this was predicted. And for these particular countries to be together, I mean, Turkey just flipped on us like a switch. I freely traveled to Turkey. I won't go back.
Go back.
I was in Turkey last year. That was the last time I was in Turkey, and that was the last time I will ever be in Turkey.
Yes. Looks up, everybody. Look up, everybody. Look up. Look up. Stand still. Look up. You better wait. Stand still and be still. You know, see. Dang, I wish my camera was working because I look dead in your eyes, but I can't see my face. But that's okay. I'm gonna keep on talking. It's all good. God doing this for a reason, you know. But it's all good.
That's right. Yeah, it's amazing times we live in. It's
amazing.
Yeah, and the thing is, Damascus. When Damascus is in ruinous heaps, I think will be gone.
Mm-hmm.
That's when the rapture is going to happen.
The truth. The truth, y'all. Truth bomb. You know, y'all better be ready for the truth. You know, that's the problem with the people nowadays. The problem with people that's at our jobs, and there's people that's in our family, that's our so-called friends. They don't want to know the truth. They want to know lies. They want to make the normal stuff unnormal. Unnormal stuff is nothing but a bunch of lies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's Satan is the author of deceit.
Yes. He come for three things, you know, three things: steal, kill, and destroy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and we can't let them take our joy. We can't let the principalities take our joy. Can't do that. If we let them take our joy, we lost. Other people is going to die and lose their life. Don't let them take away our joy.
Mm-mm.
Real talk. Yeah. Real talk. Real talk. You know, good to have you on here tonight. You gotta get on here some more time. I wish you. Look, I would like to get on here with Tiny. You know, Puerto Rican from New York, that New York accent, and man, y'all two are real, man. Because I was gonna be on this YouTube live a lot more lately since I got this equipment, and we can have it lit over here. You know, we got some people over here.
Yeah.
You know, Facebook can be kind of like, you already know how Facebook is.
Yeah.
I've been on Twitter. I've been tweeting and doing this, but you know, I've been at over here a lot.
Yeah, I like Twitter. Have you tried is it Periscope?
Yes, I got a Periscope account. I don't really use it hardly.
Okay. Yeah, I've seen that before.
Yeah, it's on my Twitter though. I mean, I think it's plugged up with Periscope is plugged up with Twitter. It's plugged
okay.
You know?
That's good.
So, we right here. You know, so
Yeah.
it's almost 2:00. I'm about to hang up. You stand by because I can log off right now and we can still talk on the video. All right. So I'm trying to see if I'm hang up, stop broadcast. All right. Thank you everybody for coming on here. Any last words you got to say, Chrissy?
No, just thank you guys listening and I'm praying for y'all. And yeah, get ready.
Get ready. All right. All right. Thanks for coming on here, Chrissy.
All right. Thank you.